Taking early check-ins for the Midwest Prepper Report Net. Call now with your call sign, your county, and your name to Whiskey 5 Delta Mike Hotel.
Being too busy, not being ill. Basement. Well, we're kind of at a standstill, Clay.
I'm going to go down the net here and bark at these guys a couple frequencies down and tell them to turn it down a couple of notches. He's splattering a 6 megahertz wide signal.
2 coats of paint. That's all done. We didn't put the drywall around the stairs. And I'm not going to try to explain something that you can't see, but I will say this briefly. If we put drywall up,
yeah, he's just going on and on and on. I can't even get a word in edgewise, and I got half of mine to flip on the big amp. I've got a 2 kilowatt laying here that I can plug in and turn on. That'll raise his hair a little bit, but I don't think we want to do that. Still taking early check-ins for the Midwest Prepper Report. Now call now with your call sign, your county, and your name to Whiskey 5 Delta Mike Hotel.
November 8, Radio Japan, Papaya, Alger County, Ryan, Romeo Yankee Alpha November.
Dang, you talk so fast. I got November 8. That was as much as I could get written down. I know your name's Ryan. Try again.
Hey, sorry about that. November 8, Radio Japan Papa, N8 RJP, Alger County. Name here's Ryan.
Okay, I got it all in there that time, Ryan. The Japan throws me off because I'm used to Juliet, but good for you. Glad you made it. Still throwing it out there for early check-ins. You got 1 minute until we start this show. So if you got an early check-in, call the W5DMH.
This is KT8FOQ, Myra and McKenna.
Wow, these guys are just blowing me up here.
Pick right back up. KB8DNA, KF8MW.
Hey, you guys running a net or something over here?
Okay, well,
No, sir.
I understand that. Waiting on material or whatever you want to call it. But I got you. Hey, that's true with about every big project. So good for you, though. Glad you got things done where you do. And Roger, on the material you're putting up on the staircase coming down, well, that'll look nice. That'll really look great. But I can see where that it just works. One step at a time. And I don't know. I was thinking maybe.
Stand by for a second here, guys. I'm trying to get these guys to move off.
So whatever, however it works out best for you. But that sounds like a teacher's job. But that's not your wheelhouse normally. One little foot at a time. But hey, you'll get her done, I'm sure. And I'm wondering about the floor and the cabinets. You could just go ahead and put the board out, put the cabinets.
Yeah, I'm struggling with these guys. 3 megahertz down from us, and they're blowing us out. So hopefully they're almost done with their rag chew, and they won't interfere anymore. If they continue to interfere, I guess I'll raise a stink with them. I see on the live chat we've got Dave and Sonia, and we've got John WA8ALQ. He's in Flint tonight, so he can't be on the radio, but he can still give us a status report for Flint. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and dive into the preamble. Got a crazy hair on my microphone. There we go. Welcome to the Midwest Prepper Report Net, or MPRNet. All licensed amateur operators are welcome to participate in providing a status for your county. When checking in, please provide your call sign, your county, and your name. The MPRNet traffic should be focused on red, yellow, or green status for your county as described on our website at offgridcomms.com on the MPRNet schedule page. After you complete your traffic, please return the net to the net control station, which tonight is W5DMH. I will now take short time check-ins. Any short time in and out check-ins, call now. No short times heard, so we're going to flip over to regular check-ins. Regular check-ins for the Midwest Prepper Report Net, call now.
Net control, here is Kilo 8 Oscar Bravo, Bill in Macomb County.
This is KEAFOQ, Myra in LaPierre.
Sorry, I did get you earlier, Myra, when you checked in. For some reason, I didn't bark it back to you. But, yeah, I already got you in the lineup. You're actually before Bill. Anybody else looking to check in for the Midwest Prepper Report Net, call now.
This is KB9WLC, Small in Tuscola County.
Yeah, unfortunately, we get a bunch of noise 3 megahertz down from us tonight. Hopefully, we won't have any weak signal, folks. That's going to screw up. So we're going to do a little bit of housekeeping at the top of the net here. Well, first I'll throw it back out there one more time for any regular check-ins. Regular check-ins, call now.
W5DMH, this is Mike in Mecosta County, call sign Kilo Delta 8 Yankee Zulu Victor.
Glad you can make it, Mike. Throw it out there one more time. Any other check-ins for the Midwest Prepper Report Net, call now. Nothing heard except a bunch of chipmunks on 3 megahertz down, which obviously that's really annoying me. I'm used to a quiet, at least somewhat quiet channel for this, so or frequency for this. So I'm going to do some housekeeping. First and foremost, we've got John W8ALQ on the live chat in Flint tonight. We've got Dave and Sonia reporting Lapeer County as green with gas at $2.89 and $2.99. Shelves were pretty well stocked, and they saw eggs for $5.42 a gallon. John is reporting green from Genesee County, gas at $2.85 to $3.09. And then John was asking you about radio service last week. Well, somehow I missed that, but we can talk about that. Anyway, so housekeeping. I've been talking about this for a while. I'm going to do a quick break here. About having other people rotate in and take over the net and run the net for everybody. Because at the end of the day, it is not Dan's net, it's everybody's net. And I want everybody to have the opportunity to participate and lead the net. So I'm opening it up to volunteers as we go through the net tonight. If you want to volunteer to lead a net, just let us know when it's your turn, and we'll add you to the list and put you into the rotation. So with that, we're at the top of the net, and the pole position this evening, we've got Lance out of Jackson County, Cade, LCS. Lance, what's the status in Jackson County this evening?
Hey, good evening to everybody on the net. This is Lance in Jackson County. Conditions here are green. Gas prices are hovering around $2.99 with diesel at about $3.59 around town. And I did see that Sam's this weekend, when we were at Sam's on Saturday, they were completely cleaned out of eggs except the big 5 dozen boxes. So they only had the 5 dozen box in stock, and they had plenty of those. They were $25, so right around $5 a dozen there. I think the Aldi's had eggs okay, and the local egg lady, she was hooked us up, so we're all good there. So So conditions green here, fuel prices, everything's good. Back to net control. Thanks for having us on tonight. KLCS in Jackson County. It was great tonight, Dan.
KLCS from W5DMH. Well, thanks for joining tonight, Lance, and appreciate that green report. And your signal is about 20 over. Good solid signal coming out of Jackson County this evening. So thanks again for joining. And we're going to drop down to, I should have taken care of this during housekeeping. 88 FK Leonard out of Oakland County reported green for Oakland County. Store shelves well stocked. He had to step away and wouldn't be able to participate tonight. So we're going to drop down to KC8 Q&R Randy out of Berry County. Randy, what's the status over in Berry County this evening?
Good evening, Dan, and everybody on the net. Berry County is green. Fuel is about $2.90 to $3, and diesel about $3.50. Eggs are kind of thin, but if you got around $5, you can still get them. Weather's changing finally. You don't have to worry about anything falling off when you go outside. With that, I'll turn it back to net control. W5DMH, KC8 Q&R.
KC8 Q&R from W5DMH. Well, I had you about 10 over tonight, Randy, out of Berry County, and thank you for taking the time to join and a green report out of Berry County as well. I appreciate that, and that reminds me, I saw another live chat because I can't seem to get everybody to use one chat. W8MMC reported green out of, I got to try and find it now because I got too many windows open. Green in Berry County, no change in fuel or grocery party prices, and Tim W8LLC reported the same in Berry as well. So Berry County is green all over the place. 3 reports out of Berry County. That's awesome. That takes us down to John out in Waldo County, Maine. KB1 ROT. John, what's the status of Waldo County this evening?
Well, good evening, all. Everything is green. The weather warmed up a little bit. We got ice floes hanging up all the way through. That's good. Thanks to a little bit. We'll get another hit or two, but it starts to feel like spring. I may or may not switch to next week. Picking the we're still on the road. We have a dog sled race at the Can-Am dog sled race at Fort Kent, Maine. And I'm going to be the communications guy on about 80 to 100 miles away from everybody. One of the checkpoints, checking people in and out and emergency communication. So I will have HF with me. It's going to be mobile, so if I can hit you, I will. It should be interesting if my girlfriend actually goes. KB1 ROT, back to that.
KB1 ROT from W5DMH. Well, you know, your signal's still pretty good, John. You're still hitting me at about 5 over, but I got a lot of traffic, 3 megahertz down from me that's really splattering all over the place. But I appreciate you taking the time to check in. I'll look forward to you trying to check in mobile. That'll be interesting. Hopefully it'll work for us. We've got some other folks that check in mobile here on occasion when the weather is a little more permissive. So I'm always glad to hear mobile guys. So we'll look forward to that. Thanks again for joining tonight, John. And that takes us down to Ryan up in Alger County. N8 RJP. Ryan, what's the status up in Alger County this evening?
W5DMH in a group. This is N8 RJP. Good evening and happy Sunday. Alger County's green. I've been locked up in the house here. Had a cold. Haven't been out since last Monday or so. But Alger County's green. Gas $2.99. The weather's starting to warm up here. It looks like we're going to have about 5 days of warm up with a high in the mid to upper 40s on Tuesday. So I'm looking forward to that personally. Get rid of this 3 or 4 feet of snow out there. I'm ready for the bugs. I'm ready for spring. So with that, I'll hand it back to Net Control, W5DMH, and N8 RJP.
N8 RJP from W5DMH, 20 over coming out of Alger County tonight. Really good, solid signal there, Ryan. Thanks for joining, and appreciate that green report out of the Great White North. And that brings us down to Myra in Lapeer County, KE8 FOQ. Myra, what's the status for you in Lapeer County?
Green over here. Gas has been anywhere between 290 and 305, pretty much up and down for last week. And haven't been shopping, so I'm not sure what the stores are like. And that's about it. Back to W5DMH. This is K8FOQ.
K8FOQ from W5DMH. I got you at 10 over tonight, Myra, and thank you for that green report. Hopefully you'll get out and get your shopping done, and it'll still be good out there. That takes us down to Bill in Macomb County, K8OB. Bill, what's the status of Macomb County this evening?
Good evening, Dan, and everyone on frequencies. K8OB Bill here from Macomb County. I'd have to give Macomb County a green status report, Dan. I got fuel today, $2.93 a gallon for unleaded. Diesel's hovering somewhere around $3.40. As far as the groceries go, my wife's currently at the grocery store. She sent me a text. She's at Vincent Joe's. It's one of our local grocery stores. And she says they're very well stocked on eggs and everything else. Eggs going anywhere from $11.99 a dozen down to the cheapest being $6.99 a dozen. So it's definitely a little bit higher than what they were. And that's just a local report from that store here. She's still got to go to Walmart, I guess, and she'll give me a report. If I get it, I'll get it on the next go around. And also yesterday in my travels, I was kind of made my way kind of up around your neck of the woods, Dan. I was up in Marlette, and I stopped at Ben's Great Outdoors. They had a sale going there for the last couple of weeks, and there was plenty of people there buying, and there are a lot of firearms, a lot of ammo. They're very well supplied in that. And of course, on my way back, I had to stop into the Old Country Smokehouse and get me some groceries, and they were well stocked. So I would say everything's green. So K8OB, back to net.
K8OB from W5DMH. Yeah, Marlette's right down the road. I get over there quite frequently, and I shop that same Ben's that you were in. So good for you. I'm glad you got up there and got to stop at the smokehouse on the way down and have some delicious smoked meats. I get in there once in a while too. Thanks again for joining tonight, K8OB. Bill from Macomb County, and I had you at darn near 40 over as well. Really good signal coming out of Macomb County this evening. And that brings us up to Paul up in Tuscola County, reporting for Eastern Tuscola County, Western Sanilac County, KB9WLC. Paul, what's the status up that way?
It's KB9WLC. Yeah, we got a definite green on both sides here in Tuscola. Gas prices have been sitting around $3 plus or minus a little bit. Egg prices in Cass City are $2.99. We got lots of them there, so good prices here. Otherwise, everything is good. Back to net. KB9WLC.
KB9WLC from W5DMH. Had you at about 10 over there, Paul. Thank you for that green report out of Eastern Tuscola County and Western Sanilac County. That brings us down to KD8YZV, Mike out of Mecosta County, which is it's like Bizarro Day because Mike's always in the pole position, and tonight he's in the last position. Mike, what's the status of Mecosta County tonight?
Good evening, everyone on frequency. This is Mike in Mecosta County, call sign KD8YZV. Dan, much appreciated you running the net. Earlier, I was just not feeling well this morning, so I'm not doing too bad this evening, better than I had been for sure. I'm going to call Mecosta County green. Fuel prices, as someone else said, about $3 plus or minus a little bit. Grocery store is fairly well stocked. There's still the ag issue up in our direction here, but everything else looks really, really good. If you can do anything about Alvin the chipmunk that's hitting me at S7 just below us, that would be appreciated. They're just clobbering it. You're coming in 20 to 40 over, Dan. Everybody else is coming in strong. Elder County was rocking in here. Bill, you're rocking as usual. Everybody's signal sounds very good tonight in West Michigan. With that, I'm going to send it back to Net Control, W5DMH from KD8YZV.
KD8YZV from W5DMH. Well, I had you at a solid 2025 over there, Mike. Good, solid audio coming out of Mecosta County this evening. Thank you for that green report. And we're going to throw it out there for any late lagging check-ins. Any late lagging check-ins for the Midwest Prepper Report Net. Call now with your call sign, your county, and your name to Whiskey 5 Delta Mike Hotel.
Whiskey 5 Delta Mike Hotel. This is Kilo Echo 8 Victor November. Kevin, Freeport, Michigan, Kent County.
Hey, Kevin, thank you for joining. And we're going to throw it out there one more time to see if there's anybody else waiting in the wings. Late lagging check-ins for the Midwest Prepper Report Net. Call now with your call sign, your county, and your name to Whiskey 5 Delta Mike Hotel. Nothing heard. So, Kevin, K-E, why have I got that wrong? I've got your call sign in here wrong. K8V, no. I started writing Kevin and I screwed up your call sign. Give me your call sign again, Kevin.
Kilo Echo 8 Victor November. KE8VN.
I had it close. It was a hodgepodge of Kevin and KE8. So go ahead and bring your traffic, Kevin.
KE8VM here. Yeah, I hope everybody's doing good on the net. Yeah, I would say everything's green here in Kent County. Grocery stores are stocked. Eggs are a little on the low side. That's about it. Gun store, everything's good to go there. Plenty of people buying guns there. I was fifth in line, or fifth when they opened. I got there right when they opened, and there was 5 other people in front of me. I was like, holy cow, which is kind of nice. And went to the gun range today and did a little pew-pewing and got that therapy done, and that was fun. Did really good. And gas here, 304 is what I got it for yesterday. And with that, I'm going to turn it back to the net control, KE8VN.
KEAVN from W5DMH. Solid 30 over signal there, Kevin. Really good signal coming out of Kent County tonight. Thank you for that green report out of Kent County as well. And that brings us to the bottom of the net. And I didn't hear anybody volunteer to take a rotation to lead the net. So I'm going to throw that back out there real quick and see if anybody wants to throw their hand up.
Dan, this is Mike. I certainly will. Hopefully I'll feel a little bit better this time, but I'll help you out there, my friend. So pencil me in.
Come on, there's some other heavy lifters out there. We got Bill, we got Lance, we got Kevin. I mean, all you guys got good power stations.
This is KE8VN. I could give it a shot, I guess. I just need to know the logistics of it.
Yeah, I can send you a write-up. Reach out to me. My QRZ's good, but is your QRZ good? I can reach out to you.
Yeah, mine's good.
Okay, I'll send you a note.
Roger. You're coming in 40 over, too, just so you know.
Probably helps me get over those guys that are, and John corrected me on that, 3 kilohertz down, not megahertz down. That would be quite a ways down if it was megahertz. But, I lost my whole train of thought. So I'm going to roll back up to the top. K8LCS, Lance in Jackson County. Anything additional for the net this evening?
No, nothing here, Dan. And it's everything's all quiet here. We're just glad that old Cash Patel got confirmed this week. That was a big win for our side, and everybody had a great week. And 7-3 all the way around. This is K8LCS, Lance in Jackson.
K8LCS from W5DMH. Still a rocking signal coming out of Jackson County tonight, Lance. And yeah, that was good news to hear Cash Patel get sworn in. And there's been a lot of good news coming out of this administration as far as I'm concerned. Pam Bondi is doing a rocking job. RFK Jr., it's like the dream team went into Washington. So with that, I'm going to drop down to Randy in Berry County, KC8 QNR. Randy, anything additional for the net tonight?
This is KC8 QNR. No, not a lot. Trump administration's like Christmas every day, and there's a lot of the flu
Mike, going around this area too. Our family's all sick. I've been lucky so far. But just enjoy this nice weather. There's probably some more crap coming. So with that, I'll turn it back to Net Control, W5DMH, KC8QNR. Oh.
KC8QNR from W5DMH. Well, thanks again for joining tonight, Randy. We appreciate getting a nice, strong signal out of Berry County and a green report. So enjoy the rest of your evening. And we're going to drop down to John out in Waldo County, Maine, KB1ROT. John, anything additional to share with us tonight?
No, nothing specific. Just going through a Go box that I put together with HF, VHF, computer, and the whole power supply thing. It's you can plan it out as much as you want, but things happen, and I've been tinkering with it for I think a week now. Straight. There's a lot. This works. That's why is that overheating? And why is the fan working? And where is that fuse? It's an interesting concept. Been meaning to do it for a long time, and Go boxes are great. We do have $3.10 gas and about $6 eggs. I forgot to put that in the initial report, but that's where we're at. KB1ROT, back to that.
KB1ROT from W5DMH. Well, yeah, you can't test your Go box enough and spend time with it. You know, there was a report that I gave out here in the summertime or early fall. I have a little mini Go box that I take that does JSA call only, basically. That's all I use it for. It does more than that, but that's all I use it for. And it overheated on me, and I had an epic fail. So, yeah, it's good to test that stuff beforehand. $6 eggs, that's crazy. But, I get it. It's tough everywhere. Thanks again for joining tonight, John. KB1ROT, still good signal out of Waldo County, Maine. So hopefully we'll hear from you again next weekend. And that takes us down to Ryan in Alger County, Michigan, N8RJP. Anything additional for the net tonight, Ryan?
W5DMH in the group, N8RJP. Not much, Dan. You're 20 over here. You're 20 over here up in Alger County, 28 miles south of Munising. Stay safe, everybody. Have a great week, and I'm not tired of winning yet. 7-3 to the group. Back to you, Dan. W5DMH. This is N8RJP.
N8RJP still got you at a solid 20 over as well, Ryan. So good signal coming out of the north there. That takes us down to Myra in Lapeer County, KE8FOQ. Anything additional to share tonight?
This is KE8FOQ. I was down in Huntington Place for the state convention this weekend. That was pretty interesting. It was kind of neat. The people I voted for were actually won this time, but yeah, we were down there Friday night for our district caucus and drove back to Lapeer. Went back on Saturday with 3 hours of sleep, so it was just a very long weekend, and it was interesting though. It's about all I have. Back to you, Dan. It's W5DMH. This is KE8FOQ.
KE8FOQ from W5DMH. Well, thanks again for joining tonight, Myra, and thanks for participating in the GOP organization. We appreciate that. And that brings us down to Bill down in Macomb County, K8OB. Anything else to share tonight, Bill?
I'd just like to say thanks for hosting that as usual, Dan, and you're hitting me with a 40 over signal, big signal as usual. Yeah, we're supposed to have a bit of a warm-up this week, so it'll be nice to see some of the snow melt. And as far as Mike goes, I hope you feel better, Mike. My wife and I, there's a stomach flu virus that's been going around and got me and my wife a couple of weeks ago, and man, it was pretty bad. But it's definitely going around. I'm not sure if that's what you got, but either way, I hope you feel better, Mike. And you had a good signal as well. Everybody sounded good tonight, so the band's playing well, other than them guys that are 3KCs down below us. But yeah, that's all I got, Dan. K8OB, back to Net Control.
K8OB from W5DMH. Well, thanks again for joining tonight, Bill. We appreciate it. And we're going to drop down to... let's see, who are we dropping down to? I can't read my own notes. KB9 WLC, Paul out of Tuscola County. Paul, anything additional to share tonight?
That's
KB9WLC. No, we got nothing additional here. Plenty of snow. Trying to get the snow off the roof. Getting rid of the ice. Otherwise, things are good. KB9WLC, back to that.
KB9WLC from W5DMH. Well, thanks again for joining tonight, Paul. We appreciate it. And that's going to bring us down to Mike in Mecosta County, KDA YZV. Mike, anything additional to share with us tonight?
This is Mike in Mecosta, call sign KD8YZV. Nothing additional to share. Thanks a lot, Bill, for inquiring. Actually, I suffer from Meniere's and had to stay in bed this morning. I was rather dizzy and it was really tough to function, but as the day went on, I did improve. So I do appreciate you inquiring. Everybody's got a rocking signal tonight. Randy, you're the strongest I've heard you yet. So just to let you know that. And Ryan in Elger County, again, you're rocking in West Michigan here too. So with that, I'm going to send it back to Net Control, W5DMH from KD8YZV.
KD8YZV from W5DMH. Well, thanks again for joining tonight, Mike. I'm glad you made it. Better late than never. And that brings us down to Kevin out in Kent County, KE8VN. Kevin, anything additional for the net this evening?
KEAVN here. No, I don't have anything additional. Yeah, just like the last one said, yeah, everybody sounds great in here. And yeah, I'm in that group where, yeah, I'm not sick of winning yet either. So with that, I'll turn it back to Net Control, KEAVN.
KEAVN from W5DMH. Well, thanks again for joining us tonight, Kevin. We appreciate it. Always great to have that booming signal out of Kent County. And that brings us to the bottom of the net, and I'll throw it out there for any laggers out there, any late lagging check-ins that want to jump in at the last minute. Call now.
Kilo Bravo 9, Alpha Romeo.
I got a Kilo Bravo 9 Alpha Romeo. There was another one out there. You want to come?
Just WA1, Lima, Whiskey Charlie.
You're a little bit off frequency. Try that again.
WA1, Lima, Whiskey Charlie.
WA1 Lima Whiskey Charlie. Okay, I got it. So we're gonna jump back. Kilo Bravo 9 Alpha Romeo. I need a name and a county, please.
The name here is Brian, and QTH is Bloomington, Indiana. QSL. Monroe County.
Okay, Monroe County, Brian, KB9AR. I got you at about a 15 over signal, and I think this might be your first time on this net. Are you familiar with the format?
Negative.
So the format is basically you provide a red, yellow, green status for your county, and the red, yellow, green is predicated on, green is everything is wonderful. Stores are well stocked. There's fuel and energy readily available. No outbreaks of any kind, anything like that. Yellow would be, any one of those things being less than ideal, and red would be, full-blown lockdown. Everything's bad. You can't buy fuel. You can't buy food. A viral outbreak or a hazardous material spill, something like that. So it's red, yellow, green, and basically you just provide a red, yellow, green status for your county.
Roger, Roger. Well, we're green here as far as I can tell, so I'll give us a green status for Monroe County, Indiana.
Roger, Roger, Brian. Well, thank you for joining tonight. KB9AR from W5DMH. And again, good solid 15 over, bouncing around 20 over signal. And that brings us down to Whiskey Alpha 1 Lima Whiskey Charlie. I need a name and a county, please.
Yeah, this is WA1LWC. I apologize for being a little off frequency. I may be a little off frequency, but I think it's close. Yeah, the name is Pete, Papa Echo Tango Echo. I'm in Upton, Massachusetts, Worcester County, good.
Worcester County, Mass. Well, good for you, my friend. That's a bit of a hike over here. We're based out of Michigan, and we have a lot of Michigan check-ins, but we also get check-ins from Maine. We get them from Iowa, Missouri, all over the place. Ohio, Indiana, Illinois. So you just heard me reel out the format for the net. So Could you provide us with a red, yellow, green status for Worcester County, Mass?
Well, I'm really not quite there yet. I heard the net here, and I thought I'd just jump in and say hello. I wasn't really all that sure what the net was about. But anyway, yeah, I'm a little off frequency. I'm using a T4X with an R4A, and I obviously don't have them aligned yet, so that'll be next in line. I thought I was all set, but obviously not. Anyway, yeah, I had to turn on the amplifier if you guys can hear me also. But yeah, I plan on getting solar panels before too long anyway, but it hasn't happened yet.
Well, thanks for joining tonight, Pete. I get it. You're not up to speed with the net. That's not a big deal. We hold the net every week at 7 p.m. on Sunday nights and on this frequency. Hopefully you can get your radio and your antenna tuned up to get you back on frequency. Good solid signal though. I mean, you were tapping my meter at about 10 over out of Mass, so that's awesome. I'm in the thumb of Michigan. So that brings us to the bottom of the net, and I want to thank everybody for joining this evening. This is Whiskey 5 Delta Mike Hotel. I'm going to call the ball, return the frequency back to its previous use, and say 7-3 to everybody on the air and everybody on the live chat as well. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I will be clear upon your finals.
88YZV, 73s, everybody. Have a great week.
73s, everybody. Have a good week.
This is KB9WLC. Have a good evening, everybody.